What up, Dokkaners? Nope, you did not expect this. I did not expect this. Not one person out there called this. Nobody expected dual TUR reversible exchange superhero characters. Not one person. What does this mean? Well, this means that for some of you, it's an easy skip. For some of you, you are screwed for the 11th anniversary. So shout out to you guys. Also, this once again adds to a long list, an ever expanding list of precedents that get broken. So anytime someone says or thinks, you know what, this might not necessarily happen because blah, blah, blah. Just remind people if they come after you for saying, oh, you're stupid, they've been doing it this way all this time, they're gonna do it again. Here is once again another example of where they do something a certain way and then they don't, because that is how Dokkan does things. So in this video, we're going to be breaking down all of the information regarding the new TUR reversible exchange units. We're going to watch the animations, all of it, and then we're going to go through what the characters can do. This is a follow-up to the full live stream reaction video, which I dropped earlier on the channel. I also have since dropped a breakdown on the new updates. We have some awesome new updates coming up. TLDR, we have a duplicate friend system update coming up, and we've got a leader search function coming up. For the full explanation and more, check out the previous video. For now, let's jump in and talk about the superhero dual TUR reversible exchanges. We're going to start with the animations. We're going to watch the global, we're going to watch the dub and the sub, and then we will jump in. I guess we'll start with, we'll start with the Gohan Gamma one, and then we'll do this one after. By the way, I just want to point out, look at the Twitter compression between the global one and the JP one. This is JP, it's sharper, nicer. Here's global. JP, global. JP, global. Love the global treatment. All right, here we go. Let's check it out.
I will defeat you.
Fight beside me, in the name of justice!
Got it. Let's join forces for now.
I accept this mission.
I have to hit him with a stronger attack.
Let's do this together!
Take this!
Wait a minute. Was that, hold on, what? Look, I know I'm on full on My Hero Copium mode these days because I love that show, but dude, this reminds me of this. Just saying, all right? I'm just gonna throw that out there. That is is that two heroes? Heroes Rising? Whatever. That's Bakugo and Deku right there. Anyway, I like it. Animations definitely look TUR, you know, like they don't look like top of the line LR stuff, but I like some of the what if stuff that they've done, and I like some of there's like certain spots that give some real 3D feel. So anyway, let's check out the JP version. I'll comment more when it happens.
正義のために私と一緒に戦ってくれ。
分かった。今力を合わせよう。
ここは引き受ける。
Both sound good. It's right after this explosion right here. That's cool. That's a cool little
強
shot.
い攻撃じゃないと。
二人同時に仕掛けよう。
Oh, that's cool too. And then this looks great. Yeah. Like it has its spots. So anyway, There you go. That is the TUR Gohan Gamma Uno. So now let's go ahead and take a look at the unit details right here. So this unit is an AGL reversible exchange. Leader skills are pretty good and they cover a lot. I think that the Gohan Gamma one has a better leader skill overall. Movie heroes, hybrid Saiyans, mission execution, 200% HP, 170% attack and defense, extra stats plus 50 to superheroes, bond of parent and child, androids. Nice, crazy selection. And once again, this is why I mentioned in my last video, there needs to be a way to easily sort through characters that can fit these units' leader skills. We are getting more and more complex. We are branching out further and further, which means the combinations of units that can fit under various leader skills are just multiplying each time we get these new subcategories, right? So we need to have a way to very easily sift through the characters in game. I hope that they do that. So that's the leader skill. Let's go ahead and take a look at the attacks and stuff. Attacks and stuff. Yikes. Okay. Attacks and stuff. There it is. Raises defense permanently. Greatly raises attack for 1 turn. Causes immense damage to the enemy. See that? There's a comma. Therefore, there's a perma. Oh yeah, it's not an LR. I thought it was an LR for a second. Okay. And now let's go back and check out the passive. Here we go. Key +2 attack and defense +250. Guards all attacks. Damage reduction 10% for 5 turns from the character's entry. Launches an additional super attack. Damage reduction 58%. Starting from the 6th turn from the character's entry, 58% chance to dodge. When there's another superhero ally attacking in the same turn, attack and defense +250. Launches an additional super attack. Chance to crit +58%. So you're covered. You've got additionals. You've got dodge. Well, not covered, but you got a little bit of each. After receiving an attack, you get a permanent boost, one time only, of attack +300%. Crazy. When receiving a super attack, defense +58%, damage reduction +10%, superhero category allies key +1 attack and defense +10% for 2 turns. When receiving an unarmed super attack, defense +158, damage reduction +20%, superhero category allies key +1 attack and defense +20% for 2 turns. So if you are receiving an unarmed super, you are getting both of these conditions. So you're getting 216%, 30% damage reduction, and then superhero allies are getting key +2 attack and defense +30% for 2 turns. Meaning this guy is probably looking like your slot 1 unit, at least for now, right? And when you look at 30% damage reduction, plus 10% more, 40% damage reduction, plus the first 5 turns, 98% damage reduction on top of guard, yeah, that's your slot 1. All the while stacking defense with super upon super upon super. And this guy's AGL, so you can focus even more so on additional just to bolster his defense even more. This is all before you perform reversible exchange, mind you. Reversible exchange, as usual, happens turn 4, but this guy does have one of the best abilities in the game. There's only, I think, I could be wrong, so correct me if I'm wrong, chat. Okay. Correct me if I'm wrong, whatever, chat. I think, actually, there's only 2 units in the game that can do this. Let me actually read it before I start finding it. Can be activated when HP is 58% or less, or starting from the 3rd turn from the character's entry, be it before or after reversible exchange. Recovers 58% HP, removes all allies' negative effects. Key +12 and attack +158% for 1 turn. Removes all negative effects is huge. In all of the no item players ever never-ending quest to no item everything, one of their biggest ops would be the coercion, which is where rotations get locked. Sometimes that is the sole purpose for bringing a sensu bean, which means you can't bring the sensu bean for much else, or you can't bring other items, right? So this automatically boosts no item run chances a heck of a lot, because removing all negative effects is basically what you want out of a sensu bean. That plus a heal, that's really, really good. Now, I say this because that ability is very rare, and I think 1 to 2 characters can only do this. Let me start with the character that I think can do this, but I could be wrong. And I think it's B-Pan. Can B-Pan do that, or is that just an attack boost? Active skill. Nope. All right, so there is no... Okay, so B-Pan cannot do it. So the other one that I was thinking of was the Bardock and Gine. I think that unit can do a cleanse mechanic where it just clears everybody. I think that's a movie hero sub lead. So if we go here, Bardock, Gine, their active skill removes all negative status effects. I think this is the only unit in the game besides this new guy that can do that. And this unit isn't that viable these days. So Gohan because of the great slot 1 potential, the stacking, which is great for, you know, long form events, and this unit is automatically skyrocketing in value just based on that, which is really, really nice. 4th turn from the start of battle, meets with Gamma 1 and performs reversible exchange. All in the family, Saiyan warrior race, Saiyan lineage, in fighter, shocking speed, cold judgment, fierce battle is this unit's link set. Now we move on to the next part, which is Gamma Uno, right over here. Okay, so here's Gamma 1. This guy, let's go to his attack. Greatly raise attack and defense for 1 turn, causes immense damage to the enemy. So temporary stacker, not a perma stacker. The links now change. Android Assault, Red Ribbon Army, Hero Justice, Signature Pose, Shocking Speed, Cold Judgment, all that stays the same. Cold Judgment, huge for defense boosters. Okay. Can perform reversible exchange with Gohan. Key +2 attack and defense +250. Guards all attacks. Damage reduction 20%. When there's a superhero's ally attacking in the same turn, attack and defense +250. Launches an additional super attack. 70% chance to crit. This is an AGL, mind you. 70% chance to crit. When attacking with 12 or more key, attack +300%. With a key sphere obtained, with a singular key sphere obtained, you get a permanent boost 1 time only of attack +150. Also a 1 time only, 1 turn, Defenders of Justice category allies attack boost by 100%. Defenders of Justice. Defenders of Justice. That basically is referencing Gamma. I don't know if there are too many. I mean, there are a few other options. Actually, wait, you know what? Mission Execution also includes Heroes characters, don't they? So we could see some potential hero boosts whenever we get those EZAs, you know, in 50 years, because apparently they lied. Okay. When receiving a super attack, defense +50%, damage reduction +20%, superheroes, allies, key +1 attack and defense +10% for 2 turns, just like the Gohan. When receiving a Key Blast super. So this is where your switching around is going to be very nice, because if you're fighting an unarmed super, you could have Gohan intercept. If you have a Key Blast super, this guy could intercept. Gamma 1, defense +100%, damage reduction 30%, superheroes, allies, key +1 attack and defense +20% for 2 turns. So in the best case scenario here, you're getting 30%, 50% damage reduction, 70% damage reduction with guard, on top of all of the built-up defense that you had with the Gohan during the first couple turns. So yeah, this unit seems very logically sound. Seems like a well-designed, balanced unit. This unit is going to hold a lot of weight in the battles for no items moving forward. So, and then we've got the active skill here. It can be activated upon entering the attacking turn. Massively raises attack temporarily, causes ultimate damage to the enemy. Superhero category allies attack and defense +10%, and android category allies attack and defense +10% for 3 turns. Now I believe both of these things, the way that the syntax is going here, I think both of these stat buffs are for 3 turns. Pretty sure that's what that means. So there you go. That is the full look at the Gamma 1 and Gohan. Overall, I think this unit is really, really good. This unit, out of the 2, this unit is the better unit. And we haven't even checked out the second one. I mean, we'll check it out, but I already know what they do. But yeah, this unit is the better one. And the leader skill is very nice. We're covering a lot here. Movie Heroes, Hybrid Saiyans, Mission Execution. That Hybrid Saiyans is huge. Hybrid Saiyans, we have another strong Hybrid Saiyans lead. So there you go. I like it. Now we move on to Gamma Dos and Pickle Boy. So let me move these over here. So I have all of their info. Yes, I do. All right, so let's start by watching the animations. We're going to start with the dub. Here we go. The lighting here is awesome.
What do you say we join forces?
Like I told you, King Piccolo was the old me. All right, I got this.
Oh! There might be some better shots over here. What? That was cool. Hold on. We're gonna, okay. Let's go over here. Let's check it out here. If I'm not mistaken, the JP voice actor for Gamma 2 is the voice of Sora, by the way, from Kingdom Hearts.
Superhero の力見せてやろう。ピッコロ大魔王、共同戦線と行こうじゃないか。大魔王じゃない。ただのピッコロだと言っただろう。よし、任せろ。
Show me that shot, man. That barrage was awesome. That's so smooth. This whole sequence is awesome. That looks really nice. And this switch up right here. Let me get out of the way. Oh, that's sick. That's sick. That was nice. Say what you will, man, but that was nice. Like I said, these TUR animations, they have little moments of brilliance. I love it. All right, so now let's move on and let's take a look at the full unit kit here. So leader skill, we're looking at superheroes, special pose, battle of wits, 200% HP, 170% attack and defense, extra stats plus 50, 2 movie heroes, accelerated battle, bond of master and disciple. Again, covering a wide array of categories. This one a little bit weaker collectively overall compared to the Gohan Gamma 1, mainly just because special pose, very, very niche, and battle of wits as well. Not so much, but you know, still. But still good, because we're getting more categories, more combinations. That's the power of Gammas. All right, so now let's take a look at the super attack. Or super attack. Raises attack permanently, greatly raises defense for 1 turn, causes immense damage to the enemy. Now let's take a look at the passive. He plus 2 attack and defense plus 250. We start off as Gamma, by the way. So the other one is Gohan into Gamma 1. This guy's Gamma 2 into Piccolo. And this guy's STR. The other guy's AGL. So they're just like inverse or like opposites or both, right? He plus 2 attack and defense plus 250. Launches an additional attack that has a great chance of becoming a super. 70% chance. So launches additional attack that has a 70% chance of becoming a super. 70% chance to crit. 70% chance to dodge. This guy has everything. All 3, which is great. 5 turns from character's entry. Launches an additional attack that has a 70% chance of becoming a super. Good. More combo power to allow us to stack more. For every attack performed, attack and defense plus 50, up to 250. Chance to crit and chance to dodge plus 3% up to 15. Meaning at the end of this, again, you will have 85%, 85%. Which is something I think we had with the Gohan early on, right? Something like that, I think. Maybe I'm wrong. Whatever. All right, let's go back here. 85% crit, 85% chance to dodge after all of this is done. As the second or third attacker in a turn, attack and defense plus 250, damage reduction 20%, superhero allies, attack and defense plus 20%, artificial life forms, attack and defense plus 20%, both for 2 turns. Oh, okay. So if you put this guy in the slot 1, you don't get all this. So why would you? You would put this in the slot 2, your Gamma 1 and Gohan would be slot 1 for sure. Okay. Which is even crazier. So this means that since this unit is a slot 2, your 85% chance to dodge serves as the perfect contingency for lock type situations, the coercion that we were talking about. Also AoEs. Sometimes I build characters with extra dodge for the sake of those AoE situations, getting locked or getting stunned and all that stuff. This unit's got the built-in kit to already avoid that, which is really, really good. When attacking as the third attacker in a turn, launches an additional attack that has a 70% chance of becoming a super. Starting from the 4th turn from the start of battle, meets up with Piccolo. So they are focusing on stacking attack, making this guy as sharp as possible before you eventually reversibly exchange. But you also have good coverage through damage reduction, combos, you know, building up that defense, and then also dodge. So now we move on to the active skill as Gamma Dos. Can be activated starting from the 3rd turn from the characters from the start of battle, be it before or after reversible exchange. Attack and defense plus 30% perma boost for the battle. Now for the links, I mean categories off the charts. Links, Innocence, Android Assault, Red Ribbon Army, Hero of Justice, Signature Pose, Shocking Speed, Fierce Battle. That a few of those links will change when we get to the Piccolo. Right about now. Piccolo. This guy greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn and causes immense damage to the enemy, just like the Gamma 1 after the reversible exchange. Links are now can we see it here? Brainiacs, Solid Support, Cold Judgment, Namekians, Power Bestowed by God, Prodigies, Fierce Battle. So this guy will link a little bit better with the Gohan because of Cold Judgment. Actually, wait, no. You know what? Gamma 1 also gets it. But you have a lot more links changing on this one. Man, I'm so glad I have a ton of Rainbow Link skill orbs now, because I can take care of all this in one fell swoop. Oh, let's go. Can perform reversible exchange with Gamma Dos. Key +2 attack and defense +250. Launches an additional attack that has a 70% chance of becoming a super attack. Damage reduction +50%. When attacking with 12 or more key, attack +150%. When the target enemy is in the following status: HP 70% or less, chance to crit +50%, launches an additional super. All right. When the target enemy is 50% HP or less, chance to crit +50%, launches an additional super. Oh, I get what that means. So you get it both. So if the enemy's HP is 50% or less, you're getting both of these. So that is a guaranteed crit, and that's 2 supers, meaning you're basically going for the kill shot. This guy is all about offense. Okay, I love it. With a key sphere obtained, 1 turn only, guards all attacks. As the first or second attacker in a turn, defense +200%, damage reduction 20%, superhero allies attack and defense +20%, demonic power attack and defense +20% for 2 turns. That's good. You have it as slot 1 or slot 2. When attacking as the third attacker in a turn, abandon all that and just focus on attack. When receiving an attack, defense +150, superhero allies key +2 for 2 turns. Now, at first glance, I would say that the Gohan Gamma 1 is better. This guy has a higher ceiling though, because if you can play your cards right and you put them in slot 3, with this situation right here, when the enemy's health is 50% or less, in the slot 3, you are getting attack +250, all the while boasting 100% crit, 2 guaranteed additional supers, on top of another additional super from this, plus your primary super, plus your hit a potential super. That's 5 supers, all potentially doing guaranteed crit damage, all the while having built up from your original form as Gamma 2, where you were stacking attack. So this guy is risk reward with an emphasis on the reward, and the Gamma 1 and Gohan is more of your safety, who is a steady, healing, calming presence. Honestly, both these units look good. Both these units look logically sound. I'm still not calling them must-haves, but in their element, they look very promising and they look very good, especially for long-form content. And that begs the question, what sort of content we're going to be getting for this celebration, but we'll save that for another time. So that is... Oh, and you know what? Hold on. We have an active here. Can be activated upon entering the attacking turn. Massively raises attack temporarily, causes ultimate damage. Superhero allies attack and defense +40% for 1 turn. This guy is truly focusing on the finishing blow. That's what this is. This guy is all about just eliminating your opponent if you need to. And I like it. I dig it. So there you go. That is the full look at the Gamma 2 and Piccolo. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about that. Tons of categories, because since this is a reversible exchange, both characters and all of their categories apply, which means, yes, you now have a hybrid Saiyan lead, which includes an android in it. You now have a Namekian with a robot in it. And you got a whole... Yeah, you got Gamma 2, the fused fighter. Remember him? You got Gamma 2, the successor. Gamma 2, the demonic power. I love the reversible exchange meta. It is awesome. So there you go. That is the full breakdown on all of that. Should you summon? Nope. Are they good? Yep. Are they must-haves? Nope. Should you summon? No. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like down below. Let me know in the comments your thoughts on these 2 characters. How do you think they are going to be in your box with your team? What sort of event are you envisioning these characters being the GOATs for? What are your thoughts on the animations, unit details, anything that I missed? Feel free to chime in. Let me know in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe for more Dokkan content in the future and click the notification bell so that you let YouTube know you want to see more of myself do it. Thanks again. Stay tuned. Happy holidays, and always remember to Dokkan responsibly.